We will now have Jalen Guyton to come up forward for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Fighting Owls. May you please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could you please be seated? Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is a special day and a special moment. We are asking that you please be mindful that every family would like to hear the name of their graduate as they receive their diploma this morning. We would also appreciate your help in making this a memorable occasion by giving your undivided attention to our speakers here this morning, thanking you in advance for your full cooperation. We will now have a musical selection under the direction of Mr. Moore.
I can fly.
Thank you, Mr. Moore and the choir. That was absolutely beautiful. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. As I read or call your name, would you please stand? Mr. Steve Harness, President of the Mount Healthy Board of Education. Emmett Kilgore, Vice President of Mount Healthy Board of Education. Kimberly Bryant, member of the Mount Healthy Board of Education. Julie Turner, member of the Mount Healthy Board of Education. Carol Ellis, member of the Mount Healthy Board of Education. Lori Handler, Superintendent of the Mount Healthy City Schools. Jim Wallace, counselor from Diamond Oaks Technology and Career Development Center. Jajita Mack, assistant principal. Lincoln Butts, assistant principal. Jason Weiss, assistant principal. Elizabeth Lucas, dean of students. Cash Hayden, Assumption Site Administrator. And the senior class sponsors are Ms. Jessica Rose and Ms. Kelly Toby. And the person that's representing them here this morning is Mr. Victor Yaki. Thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of the people in the Mount Healthy School District. It is because of your effort with these graduates sitting here this morning that this is possible, and for that we celebrate. Dr. Mack, would you please come forward to introduce our salutatorian and valedictorian.
Mrs. Handler, I present to you our salutatorians, Christopher Riga and Nathaniel Smith. Boys, please come forward. Mrs. Handler, at this time, I present to you our valedictorian, Mr. John Weiss. John, please come forward to receive your medal. Nathaniel Smith has gone to Mount Healthy for 13 years of his elementary and secondary years in education. In those 13 years, he has made numerous accomplishments, ranging from making honor roll to graduating salutatorian of the class of 2014. In the midst of those academic accomplishments, he has found time to become involved in being a part of the National Honor Society and leading our school's bowling team. And now, all of his hard work and dedication is paid off. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you co-salutatorian of the class of 2014, Mr. Nathaniel Smith.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the commencement of the 2014 Mount Healthy graduation ceremony. All my life, I've been part of Mount Healthy as a resident, community member, and student. More specifically, taking a look back at these past 4 years, it's been a strenuous but interesting journey. 4 years ago, we stepped into high school unaware of the road ahead of us. After switching schools and 4 principals later, we are about to exit this road. Along the way, we, the class of 2014, have gained valuable knowledge and created an infinite number of memories with friends that we all hope to keep for a lifetime. My personal experience in Mount Healthy has no doubt been arduous at times, but definitely unforgettable. Just taking a small glance back, I'm a member of the National Honor Society, I've broken a school record on the bowling team, and most importantly, I met my best friend here. It's such a great honor to be standing here right now. There would be countless nights where I would have homework for almost every class, and I would spend up to 3 hours on just calculus alone. Then I would end up taking another hour to finish the rest. And now all that work is truly paid off. Starting in the fall, I'm going to be attending the University of Cincinnati main campus, majoring in political science and working towards a doctorate's degree. Of course, I can't and won't take all the credit for my success alone. I'd like to thank all my teachers who've helped me get to where I'm at now. A special thanks goes out to Mr. Hausman for being the tackiest, but the coolest teacher I ever had in high school. And another goes out to Mrs. Brill for helping me out so much this year, especially in the past few weeks alone, helping me in the preparation for this speech. Also, I would like to thank my friends that I made in high school. I hope to keep in contact with all of you in years to come. Lastly, and most important, I want to thank my parents for giving me endless support and inspiration all these years. You supported me in every step I've taken, and it truly means everything to me, so thank you again. After today, we, the class of 2014, are all going in our own directions. A lot of us are enrolled to college, others are enlisted in the armed forces, and some are going directly into the workforce. But we should all share one common goal. No matter where we go in life, we should all get there by being who we are, not who someone else wants us to be. President Ronald Reagan once said there are no constraints on the human mind, no walls around the human spirit, no barriers to progress except those we ourselves erect. All of our opportunities are endless, and nothing is impossible. It's when we fall into the conformity of someone's opinion, society loses its expression. But it's when people act and think as individuals, society advances and blossoms. I thank you all for listening, and I wish you all the very best of luck on your future goals and endeavors.
Born in Memphis, Tennessee, and raised in California and in Cincinnati, Ohio, Chris was raised with a military dad. He went to kindergarten through 2nd grade at Walker Elementary in San Diego. At age 9, he and his family moved across the country to live in the house they reside in presently in Mount Healthy. He joined the Mount Healthy family in grade 3, attending Rex Ralph, only to leave and attend the private school at the Assumption Church. In 6th grade, Assumption School was being closed and consolidated into a single school called Our Lady of Grace. He attended this school for his junior high years and then came back to the Mount Healthy family for his high school years. By the end of 3rd quarter of his junior year, he earned the rank of Eagle Scout less than 1 day from his birthday. His goals now are to attend Xavier University with a major in psychology and a minor in accounting. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you co-salutatorian of the class of 2014, Christopher Riga.
Good morning, and it's great to have you all here for what right now is one of the biggest stepping stones in our lives. Though this is the end of our high school careers, we are also at the threshold of an even greater adventure. For some, that might be getting a job. For others, going to vocational school or college. But it doesn't matter where we go or what we might do. It is far more important that we made it. Now we're at the door to the next step of our journey of life. Our graduation will not be our end, but the beginning of many things to come. All of us worked hard to get to this point by putting in countless hours in school, sports, clubs, and community service to reach graduation. Though the hours we put in were long, hard and sometimes grueling, the reward was far better than any we could receive elsewhere. We took time from our days to study for that test so that we might raise our grade or maintain the grades we already had. We also failed along the way, but we did not stop. We got up. For we learned that failure is only failure when you don't get back up. And success is not only when you succeed, but also when you fail and get back up and try again. Our staff should be thanked as well for their patience and persistence to get us here, that each and every one of us can walk across the stage. They worked hard to motivate us, teach us, and to teach us that we can reach for the stars and beyond, and even further. They have worked hard to tweak our schedules so that we can have everything we want, but also what we need. They've always been there to advise us on exactly what we need and how long we have to get it. They inform us of community service opportunities and how they might help to get us there. We are a class, but we are also individuals, each with our own special talents and gifts that make our class the best class of this school. We each have our own talents to share with the world and something unique to offer it. For some, those talents might be in art or music. Others, it might be in language or reading. But for every person, there is that special talent that is theirs and theirs alone. And our class is lucky to have all of us. Individually, we are strong, but together we are great. We are the class of 2014, we are fighting owls, and we will succeed in life. Thank you and congratulations.
I will now introduce our valedictorian. John Weiss has spent his entire academic career here at Mount Healthy, starting at Greener Elementary. Through his years at Mount Healthy, he has made countless accomplishments, varying from earning straight A's all 4 years of high school to graduating valedictorian of his class. Not only has he succeeded academically, but he's also made time to get involved as being the Vice President of the National Honor Society, as well as earning a total of 130 community service hours. After 13 years of hard work, diligent work, he now graduating #1 in the Mount Healthy class of 2014. May I introduce to you our valedictorian 2014, Mr. John Weiss.
Good morning, and welcome to the Mount Healthy Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2014. It is a great honor to be standing here today, and I would like to express all of my appreciation to my teachers, friends, and family who have made all of this possible. If it weren't for my teachers, friends, or family supporting me all these years, I know I wouldn't be standing here today. So once again, thank you. 4 years ago, we all entered high school with the misconception that the next 4 years of our lives would last an eternity. And sure, some days felt as if they would last an eternity. However, here we are graduating as the Mount Healthy class of 2014. As a class, we chose our class quote to be one from the remarkable Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. There cannot be a more suitable quote to describe all the mixed emotions we are experiencing. Instead of crying and moping because our high school years are coming to a close, we should all simply be smiling because we were fortunate enough to spend our last 4 years here at Mount Healthy with friends who we will never forget. We all were privileged enough to create memories and bonds in the last 4 years that will forever change our outlook on life. For that, we should all be grateful. We refer to this profound ceremony as a commencement because this ceremony marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. Even though our high school years are coming to an end, we have the rest of our lives to make a difference in the world. And being the Mount Healthy class of 2014, I know we will be that difference. Through our last 4 years here at Mount Healthy, we have acquired an immeasurable amount of knowledge, as well as created memories and friendships that we hope will never fade. All of this is what makes high school such an unforgettable time in our lives. and it is the sole reason for all of our growth and maturity over the last several years. Years from now, when we reflect on our high school days, we will all reminisce on different aspects of our high school careers. Whether it's a time you had to put up with one of Mr. Hausman's cheesy jokes, or receiving endearing encouragement from Mrs. Brill, or even cheering the Fighting Owls to another victory on a chilly Friday night, we should all remember one thing. Our high school years are the years that truly defined us as who we are today. Being who you truly are is one of the finest traits to attain in life, and for that reason, we should never change who we are. As for me, I plan on attending the University of Cincinnati this fall, where I will be working towards a doctorate degree in psychology. Once again, I would like to thank all of those who have made that dream possible. My teachers, friends, and most importantly, my family. Thank you all for being here, and to the Mount Healthy class of 2014, I would like to end on a quote from Abraham Lincoln. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to bring forward Mr. Wallace, Counselor of Diamond Oaks.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Mr. Andre Colon, who is the outstanding valedictorian from Diamond Oaks Career Technical Campus. Mr. Colon has been a prime example of someone who has gone the last 2 years and made the most of those 2 years at Diamond Oaks. He's been a leader in the Army JROTC program. He's going into the Air Force and on to four-year college. It's my pleasure to present Andre Colon.
At this time, I would like to introduce the best of class of 2014. Now, I'm asking everyone to please hold their applause until after I have finished reading the last name. As I call your name, would you please stand? John Weiss, Chris Rieger, Nathaniel Smith, Kelly Ivy, Catherine Wesley, Kelly Rose, Kenneth Glenn, Allison Melterbrink, Tatiana Montgomery, Breacia Helm, Robert Bowl, Lily Bryant, Indigo Wolf, Andre Colon, Sapphire Howard, Kiana Akins, and Jalen Guyton. This is the best top students in the class of 2014. Please give them a round of applause. At this time, we'll have our superintendent, Lori Handler, to please come forward.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to acknowledge Mayor Joe Redding, who has joined us here on the guest platforms. It was very nice of him to come to support our schools and your students. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm so glad to see you all the hard work that these wonderful students have done over the last 13 years have been immeasurable. So I am asking that each family be allowed to hear the name of their student and celebrate their accomplishments. This is a dignified ceremony, and I'm proud to be part of it. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Mr. Steve Harness to come forward to authorize the presentation of the diplomas. Mr. President, I hereby certify that these students have met the requirements as prescribed by the State of Ohio and the Mount Healthy School District as required by law for graduation.
As President of the Mount Healthy Board of Education, I hereby authorize the presentation of diplomas to the Mount Healthy class of 2014.
Mr. Victor Yaki will be calling the roll, so at this time I would ask him to come forward.
Joseph Lee Abrams III. Sydney Paige Armston. Kaylin Cheyenne Armstrong. Dana Baskin Jr. Anthony Armando Bates. Antonio Ramon Bates. Arian Shannon Bell. Kenesha Brianna Bell. Ronald Donovan Berry II. Samira Berry. DeAnthony Bilbrew. Robert Bale. Teddy Dean Bowman. Christopher Michael Bracey Jr. Brandon Jamar Brewer. Deja Corinne Brooks. Brandon Allen Brown. Devin Celine Brown. Kelsey Shahan Brown. Kyra Lynetta Brown. Lily Bryant. Jacob Bullock. Wayne P. Bunn. Joseph Campbell III. Tyler Capiti. Cheyenne Jamie Wynn. Leadrian Ray Cole. Andre Luis Colon. Julian Payne Corcoran. Elise Nicole Costin. Brandon Cotton. Caleb Chioki Coulter. Armand Tyree Kroon. Carissa Marie Cunningham. AJ Davis. Larry Jalen Davis. Aaliyah Tashawn Dennis. Okay. Jaquan Tyree Lamar Dews. Tech Detaw. Rebecca D. Dooley. Kiana Lene Eakins. Taylor Alton Early. Stephen Ken Evans. Keon Jarrell Farley. Amanda Don Fay. Maceo Jakar Felton. Iona Sumatra Felton. Eric Anthony Fennell. Jasmine Sierra Floyd. Leslie Malik Fluker. Stavaz Darnez Foster. Kendra Toria Franklin. Ariana Monteith Frazier. Michaela Starr Gentry. Kenneth Jamal Glenn. Aisha Shante Glover. Aylan Salik Green. Jalen Marie Guyton. Thank you. I wasn't looking. Isaac Antonio Javon Hairston. Marquise Stewart Hamilton. Damian James Hampton. Ataya Tashe Harper. Robert Douglas Hatley. Fantasia Brielle Hayes. Briasia Alexandria Helm. Blair Marquise Henderson. Justin Ben Stacy Henry. Michaela Lynn Hickey. Diamond Shanice Hodrick. Austin Thomas Hofer. Natasha Naya Howick. Doug William Holy II. Skylar James Honor. Rayshawn Nakia Hooten. DeAndre Linnell Howard. Sapphire Horizon Howard. David William Hunter III. Marilyn Anne Marie Hunter. Brianna Kalia Hurdle. Courtney Anthony Hyatt. Kelly Christine Ivy. Cinque Jackson. Eddie Henry James Jackson. Nigel Bruce Giovanni Jackson. Alexander Cool Jellison. Alexis Renee Johnson. Landon Lamont Johnson. Shaquanta Nashay Johnson. D'Amico Rashad Jones. Rodney A. Jones III. Terrence Dwayne Jones Jr. Malik Donnell Kemp. Zachary Allen Kerber. Betsy Sarah Keys. Heidi Nicole Keys. David Kyle Coleman. Jordan Anthony Lackey. Justin Allen Lackey. Torrance Mazan Lattimore. Anijah Ann Lawrence. Jamaica Dunshea Shadon Lemon. Cambria Yannick Lewis. Michelle Denise Lewis. Courtney Christina Logan. Ariana Lene Longmire. Brianna Lachey Longmire. Deasia Lene Love. Wendell Lane Lovelace Jr. Chelsea Brianne Matthews. Eric Michael McDonald. Cherish Malika McIntosh. Christina Elizabeth Means. Allison Marie Meltbrink. Shaquem Milner. Aaron Gregory Mitchell. Deja Jade Mitchell. Tatiana Latrice Montgomery. Christopher Lee Moore. Jelani Anthony Moore. Kayla Janae Moore. Rayshawn Marquez Moore. Zachary Matthew Ryan Nascimento. Danielle Renee Knuckles. Eddie Laverne Parker Jr. Jorian Parker. Larry Purnell Jr. Deasia Ray Pinkleton. Angelique Janae Pollard. Taylor Cheyenne Reese. Josue David Reyes. Russer Vernon Rice III. Christopher John Riga. Justin Alexander Robertson. Kelly Lauren Rose. Deja Neve Ross. Andre Lamar Rutherford. Ray Anthony Satterwhite Jr. Allison Marie Shaper. Michael Joseph Schmidt. Eric Clifford Shearer. Johnny King Siler. Daniel Alexander Smith. Kyria Tanika Smith. Nathaniel Thomas Smith. Raiden Smith. Jeremy Tyler Spears. Carl Isaiah Tanksley. Michael Deontay Thomas. Tatiana Alicia Renee Thomas. Troy Lene Thompson. Nathaniel Raymond Timmerman. Malik Jamal Tolbert. Joseph Allen Townsend. Brittany Nicole Wade. Jenna Nicole Wade. Dwayne Branston Walker. Kayla Dashiell Wallace. Jasmine Merrill Watkins. John Michael Wise Jr. Catherine Marie Wesley. Caleb White. Andrew Darnell Wilfong Jr. Alexis Wilkerson. Sinke Marvin Williams. Demarie Cantrell Williams. Samara Ann Williams. Indigo Elaine Wolf. Nicholas Kevin Wright. Charles Yarborough, Jr. Jalen Isaac Yira. Abel Yukonomala. Soila Monique Zarate.
If you would all please remain in the stands until we get the recessional done, that would be great. I will now present Mr. Steve Harness, Board President, who will recognize the graduation.
As President of the Mount Healthy Board of Education, I recognize these students as graduates of Mount Healthy City Schools, class of 2014. Will the class president please come forward?
Will the ones who didn't throw their hats do the changing of the tassel?
At this time, I know you are excited. At this time, what I would like to say to you, first of all, congratulations. Number two, it has been an honor and a privilege to have been your principal this year, and I have enjoyed myself. And I want to say thank you to each and every last one of you for doing what you needed to do to be able to participate in this graduation and this special celebration today. My last words to you and thoughts for you to think about. As you move forward through your life, always think before you act. Always think before you act. I know you have many goals. Some of you, maybe all of you, I need you to understand there will be trials and tribulations, but you stay focused on your mission, on your goal, and you always strive for excellence. Congratulations to our graduates and to our parents. Class of 2014, congratulations and farewell. Will you please stand for the alma mater? Please stand for the alma mater. The sun is located on the back of the programs to our guests and to our families.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title, along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.
The Waycross Community Media Archive has community events, sports, civic and school concerts spanning over 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429.